Hello friends, I'm going to check just a minute just to make sure y'all can see me. Yeah, the red light's on. I'm turning my screen backwards because I don't want to look at myself. I am looking at y'all, at the camera. Hello! Welcome to Sunday. And I've got my tripod really low because my neck's hurting me. And I do this when it's up high and that really hurts my neck. So I want to do this. So there you go. Yes, this is Sunday, and I normally don't do a vlog on Sunday, as y'all know. But also, as y'all know, I did not do a vlog yesterday, Saturday. The reason for that is because we were busy yesterday. As y'all can see, it's already late. It's, starting to get evening and nighttime. I can't remember what time it's after. 4 probably. Maybe even 5. I don't remember. Anyway, so this is why we were busy yesterday. For whatever reason, I cannot remember. Probably I got woke up early, had to go to the bathroom, couldn't go back to sleep, that sort of thing. So I was up real early Saturday morning. And Saturday was also the day I had plans to go to the library here in Lacombe to meet the first time with the new members of my new group I started in the meetup group thing that I've told you all about. So I knew I was going to have to get ready for that anyway. So I was up early and I went ahead and fixed my breakfast, and ate it and took my medicine and all that. And Elizabeth got up and wanted to go to rummage sales, and she wanted me to go with her. So after eating my breakfast and everything, I went ahead and got dressed. And I decided to go with her. Albert gave me $20 to spend. So we went. It was 2 garage sales that was right here in Lacombe, and both of them was churches. And you know how churches will have garage sales. Sorry, I'm gonna yawn. So we went to those, and Lacombe not being very big, they were very close, so it didn't take us long to get there. And so we looked around. And I found some good stuff. I think I bought all of my stuff at the first one we went to. And the second one I didn't find anything and didn't buy anything there. And Elizabeth didn't buy anything at all. She didn't find anything she liked. But we went, so I enjoyed that. Going to a rummage sale. I love going to rummage sales. I just don't like the getting dressed and the getting out part, Anyway, so we did that and we came back. So I have a yard sale haul to show y'all later in my craft room. But when we got back from that, I was already so tired and sleepy. I was even going to try to go ahead and get on my laptop and check my email, watch my morning videos, or some of them anyway. Couldn't do it. I just had to go ahead and lay down. So I laid down. And I took a nap, but I knew I had to be at the library by 1. Well, Albert had Saturday morning. See, our church was having an auction Saturday night at 6 o'clock. And he had to go at 8 o'clock to the church to help people load stuff up and move it to the center, which was just right down the street from the church, because that's where the auction was being held, and help them set up and get things ready for that. So he had left, before me and Elizabeth went to the rummage sales. Then me and Elizabeth went to the rummage sales, came back home, I laid down and took a nap. Elizabeth hung around the house that morning, but then she got ready, and she was leaving to head to help with the auction thing. And Albert was coming back because he was through doing his part, and he was also going to get me and take me to the library since I have no vehicle and can't go by myself. I'm a little child. I have to have people to, cart me around the places I need to go and want to go. It's getting so tiring, folks, so tiring. I will be so glad, Lord, when you help us to get the money, help my husband to save the money to get me a car so I can drive my own self to town, please. Thank you, Jesus. Anyway, So, now I'm gonna get off track. Trying to make this a short video, but you know that's impossible with me. Anyway, because I have a bunch of other clips planned to show y'all. Alright. So, she woke me up, and she leaves and goes to help with the auction. So, I get up, you know, and get around, and I fix me... Actually, I don't fix me a lunch, because I didn't have time. I just got up and got around, and Albert came in, and then we drove. I packed up my baggie that I was going to take of a few things that I was going to show, and we left here, and we stopped at the little store down at the end of the road to get me a lunch. That's where I got my lunch. So I got me a diet root beer. The diet nurse did say I could do diet. And then I cheated on this part. I did get me some cabbage to eat, like cooked, steamed, boiled, broiled, however it was made, cabbage. But they have this little thing there that is so delicious, that I love so much. It is called a crawfish pie. But it's shaped in a triangle. All of the insides, which is the crawfish and the seasonings and I think some rice and stuff like that, is closed inside this triangle shape that's sealed up of a crust type thing, which I'm sure is in the bread bracket or whatever you want to call it, which I'm not supposed to have. So that's how I cheated there. But it was so good, and I was hungry, and I had to have something to eat. So the cabbage part was good. So that's what I got for my lunch, and I started eating on it, and then we drove to the library. Well, it was pouring down rain, because it was storming yesterday and raining. And it was raining before we left. We knew it was raining, but I had told the ladies on the group that I was going to go to the library anyway to make sure if anybody showed up. One of them did email me back on the group and told me she would not be able to make it because she was going out of town to Gulfport or Gulf Coast to a scrapbooking crop. So she wouldn't be able to make it Saturday. So I, answered her back and said, okay, sad you can't be there, but, have fun at your crop and stuff like that, and can't wait to meet you soon. None of the other 3 out of the 4, because there's me and my sister Becca, which she can't come to meetings, and then there's another lady that joined, Dawn, that Becca says she knows from Facebook and that she lives in Michigan. So her thing said Lacombe. I thought she was from Lacombe around here, but Becca said she's from Michigan and probably just used Lacombe instead of having to put her address or whatever. Excuse me. So she joined, but so I knew she wouldn't be able to come either. So then the other 4, which makes 7 that we have, and we have another new one. Anyway, I'm not going to remember them all probably, and I just don't want to go through this and make this long, and I'm making it long anyway. The other 4, one was the one that emailed me, said she couldn't come. So the other 3 never did even email me and get in touch with me at all to say, yes, I can come, or no, I can't come. So I just kind of thought, some people might be like, I'm just going to give this a test, be shy, not say anything on the website, about I'm coming or I'm not coming, and just secretly show up at the library just to see if any of them shows up, and what goes on, just kind of test it out. So I just kind of thought, maybe some of them might do that. So I'm going to show up anyway, just in case, even though it was storming. And even though I knew that one lady couldn't come and that I hadn't heard anything from the others, I was going anyway, so I did. So we pulled up. There was nobody there. And when I say nobody, I mean nobody. Not even the library workers. The library was closed. Not a car in the parking lot. We could see lights on in the library, but it was not all of the lights. You know how places when they close, they turn some lights off and leave some lights on, and it's dim and kind of dark inside. That's what it looked like. Plus, it was cloudy outside and raining and storming and pouring. I truly and fully expected the library to be opened on a Saturday. To me, don't y'all think Saturday is a day to have the library open? kids are out of school. The little kids, you know, for maybe like the reading time, story time at the libraries for the little toddler kids and such, and then the older kids for school that maybe like to come there and read books or check out books for the weekend, or maybe even to study on some of their school homework they have to do. Wouldn't you think Saturday's the day to have the library open? They may have just closed because it was storming so, and they figured they wouldn't get nobody out in the storm. I don't know. I thought they were open on Saturdays, but they may always be closed on Saturdays. I gotta find out for sure. I don't know. But I didn't check beforehand. I know. So anyway, nobody was there. Albert just pulled in. It was storming and raining. He didn't want to drive. He had gotten him a fish plate at that little store to eat also. And he couldn't eat and drive, especially in the rain. So we just parked there at the library and we finished eating our lunch. Then we left the library and we drove to, because I knew that after that meeting, however that turned out, and it turned out, that I wanted to go, since I was resting out, I wanted to go to the Dollar Tree, because there was something, I had watched a video, and a lady showed a book that she got at the Dollar Tree, and it was a scrapbooking book that showed you scrapbooking pages and how to do it and stuff like that, and I wanted that book. And being that it was a nice looking big book, it was like I thought it was a hardback. It looked like she had a hardback, from what I can remember and recall. And the pages were shiny and glossy on the inside, not paper pages, you know, and kind of the big magazine size style book. And then for $1 at the Dollar Tree, I thought, wow, that's good, you know. I wanted that book. So I feel like I would do better on scrapping and maybe want to do scrapbook more if I had something to look at and say, okay, I'm going to try to go by that and do it like that, you know. But just to start doing it in my mind and have to try to think something, it's just kind of too hard for me lately, and maybe that's why I haven't been wanting to do it. So I wanted that book, so I wanted him to take me to Dollar Tree. So I went to Dollar Tree. We drove. It took us a little while because it was raining and storming and it was hard to see, and he had to go real slow, and he's blind anyway, and I had to look for him, and he was saying, do you see lights up there? And I was having to tell him, yeah, I see white lights, yeah, I see red lights, and ain't that horrible? He's blind. He don't need to be driving, especially in a storm and rain, but I wanted to go to the Dollar Tree. Anyway, so see, I had some leftover money. He gave me that $20 for the yard sale. All I spent at the yard sale was $4, but I got this big, huge bag of some good goodies at the yard sale. I will be showing y'all later. And I had some money left over because he had given me $20. So we went to the Dollar Tree, finally got there, and Elizabeth, actually I may be wrong, or maybe she left the church after helping some. She met us at Dollar Tree. She had been at the mall shopping, so I was wrong about her going. Maybe she didn't go help for the auction. Maybe she went shopping or something. I don't know. Anyway, she met us at the Dollar Tree, and I did not find that book that that lady showed on that library, dear God, on that video, but they had a different scrapbook book. You know, the same, is on the same subject, showed, you know, scrapbooking pages, how to do all this stuff, but it was not the exact one she had. It was a different one, so I got it. I really wanted that one, and I kept looking and searching, hoping, well, maybe they got one of those left, crammed, hid back in here somewhere, you know. Couldn't find it, so I got that one. And then, of course, I looked around some more. Well, one thing, it was storming outside. Albert had let me out at the door, and he went and parked, but he stayed out there for a good little bit until it slacked before he got out and come in. So I took my time looking around, you know, and of course finding other things. I picked up a few other things, and so I came out with a bag full of stuff from Dollar Tree. So I have a Dollar Tree haul for y'all also later in my craft room. So that's 2 hauls, rummage sale, Dollar Tree. So we left there, and we was gonna go to Walmart after Dollar Tree and try to pick up a few groceries and stuff because our house is empty of groceries, and I hate that. Oh, with a purple passion do I hate that. Especially now when I'm a diabetic borderline and have to be watching my food I eat. Oh God, I hate an empty food house. Anyway, but because it was storming, we decided to come home. So we came home. And what did we do then? Actually, we just came home, and we only had time enough to actually, because it was almost 3 o'clock then, and the auction was at 6 o'clock, and we had to leave at 4:30. So we barely had time to come in and, you know, get things settled. I put my bags in my room. I had bought, I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all, I'm gonna show it to y'all. If I don't forget, since I done used it, it's out of the bag, I may forget, so it may be good that I tell you. My feet get really, especially since I wear flip-flops all the time, my feet get really, really dry. And they get these really, really, and I know y'all don't want to hear this nasty stuff, but really, really hard calluses on them. And they get, like, poke out, and they're sharp, and they scrape the sheet, and it was starting to bug me, and I needed something to help me with that. So at the Dollar Tree, because I had to ask Elizabeth, because I don't know about such things or really where to look for them. I'd have probably never found it if it wasn't for her being there with us. I asked her about it. She took me to the spot. We looked and we found it. It's one of those scraper things. It looks like it has the stuff around it that to me resembles the a cheese grater. You know, but it's the little bitty notches, you know, the little bitty size, you know, one size would be bigger than one size. I guess it's a cheese grater. And so, but it's a handle. And so that's what I done when we came back. I got that and I did that, and my toenails was long, they were bothering me, so I had Albert to cut them for me. And so we were all just kind of, you know, getting things ready to go to the auction. So then we left and went to the auction, and we got to the auction, and Elizabeth was at the table with Eva, helping her with the cash register part. And I got my card and my number. My number was 14. Well, actually our number, because we used that one same card to bid on stuff. Albert wanted, I wanted, and Elizabeth wanted. So we got the card, and it was all of the church people that had brought stuff, you know, and it's the church trying to raise money to change the pretty purple carpet and benches for something else. We just get started going to this church, and I am in love with their carpet and their bench seat covers. Purple. But obviously they're old and they're stained to them. Don't look that way to me. Look brand new to me. What do I know? And so they want to get rid of them and change them on me. So that's what they're trying to raise this money for. I want them to keep the purple carpet. And, well, I think the benches, Elizabeth said she thinks at one time the benches were blue, purple and faded to blue. How can purple fade to blue? I don't know. But that's what she says. But to me, it does. The carpet is purple, the bench seat covers look blue, but I love that it's pretty. So anyway, I got my card, and I went around because they had all the stuff out, and you could walk around and look at everything and see what you might want to bid on. So I picked several things. There was 11 things all together on my card. Elizabeth had, how many did she have? The camera, the dish, that's 2. Seemed like she had 3. What else did she have? I don't remember. And then Albert had, we later added 1, so I'm just going to go ahead and say 12. Albert had a bike and some iron skillets. The rest of it was mine, stuff I wanted to bid for. So, I wrote these things down. The first thing I seen was a pretty bird cage I wanted. I knew I could do some decorating on it and it would be pretty in my craft room. So I wanted to bid on that. Okay, then I seen, well actually,